guys, welcome to Copy and Stitches with Mandy. Today is Monday, November 28th. It's early morning. So I've got my coffee and a Christmas mug because I am in the Christmas mood. I've got my Christmas village set up, ready for my tree at some point. I will probably show you guys next month this village setup once that corner is clean, because I've got other things on the floor, and it's not totally perfect yet because I've got a FFO fully finish, or fabulously finish, some more of the village pieces that I've stitched to add to it before I show it off. But this shouldn't be a long one, hopefully, because I don't have the time this morning to do it, but I wanted to get this up before the first, because I'm gonna try and do Flossmas this year again. I've got an advent that my yarn advent that my friends Rainy from Rainy Day Reads and Sarah from the Bookish Knitter 14 Count Stitcher, depending on if you her booktube or her flosstube channel. And then I've got the Forbidden Fiber Co. Holiday Express box. So yeah. Plus I plan on showing you guys the Christmas book that I'm reading every day. I read a lot of Kindle Unlimited romance novels depending on my mood, but there are a lot of new holiday series that come out November, December, and why not? They're show them off. And then probably I think I'm going to shout out which floss tubes I watch regularly. There are certain ones that I have to watch in a day or two of them posting when I get time. Others I watch when I get a chance. We'll put it that way, because I love to stitch and just put floss tube in the background. So let's get started. I've got finishes, I've got works in progress, whips. I've got a little bit of everything today. The only thing I don't have with me is my sweater, which sits in the car because that's where I had it last, because it's the only time I've knit is when we've been traveling in the car. So I want to say, yeah, trying to think which, yes. Last we spoke, I think, was the end of October, so I was working on one of the Halloween houses or trios by Waxy Moon. So I finished the one I was working on. So that's finished. I did that for 13 days of stitching, and then I was working on Seasons of the Heart Autumn by the Blue Flower. This is stitched on 18 count pink chocolate by Be Stitch Me. And then I've got the hedgehogs in, I've got part of the basket here, and then some of the flowers. I know the hedgehogs are new. And this is 18 count weight wash board by Fabric Flare. And then what else? Oh, I worked on what's in my lap. I worked on my After the Rain by Hello from Liz Matthews and finished it. I need to fully finish it some point this week so I can get this in the mail. It is stitched on 18 count Cool by Fortnite Fabrics using my own colors. Placements were, I picked a color palette and I had different family members choose which 3 colors they wanted. I just placed them where I thought in each rainbow. So that's why you've got like this one that has a lot of blue, like blues. My favorite one is actually, I really like this one. But yeah, I love how this came out. I've got a wall hanging to put this on, and then I think I'm going to put my cousin's little one's name in vinyl across the bottom and make it look pretty. But there's that. And then I'm not organized this morning. And then I've got parts of my Christmas village done. So I think around the 1st or somewhere, I think right after I finished the Halloween house, I decided I was in the mood to work on my Christmas village pieces. So I did the coffee shop, and this is stitched on 18 count, I want to say morning coffee, and then all the colors are actually, I think all but the green and the brown. I don't remember what they are, not the brown, the gray. I don't remember what I used for gray. Are all coffee related. I used, like, the orange is pumpkin spice latte from Fiberlicious. A lot of the browns are from a coffee cotton pack from Fiberlicious. I know the black here was black coffee. Oh, and the red is cherry cobbler, because that's the red I'm using for everything in the series where I can. But I love how this turned out. This is one of my favorite ones, and I've got this orange in other buildings in the series, so that will tie in. And then I did the schoolhouse. And that's 18 count. I don't remember. I want to say it's Fiber on the Whim, but it might not be. And then I don't have the, and then I've got the snowy reindeer finished. And this is 18 count Vintage Country Mocha. And then now I'm working on the grocery store. I'm still trying to figure out what color I'm doing the doors and the trim up here. So that's why that's not filled in. And I noticed that there's a chicken with eggs in the window. The little things you notice when you're stitching. So there's that. I'm hoping to finish that in the next couple days, because I want to get other buildings done. I think I'm down to 1 of the Glitter Village, 5 of the Hometown Holidays, 2 of the Snow Village series, and then 6, is it 6? No, 5 of the Frosty Forest. But I keep adding to my village because I decided that I needed to stitch Christmas Barn by Primrose Cottage. They're doing a stitch along with this right now. So I picked that up, but I'm going to play musical pieces. I'm gonna, I think, take out the snowman and add the person with the horse from horsing around from the Farmhouse Christmas series. Oh, and the glare. I got a new ring light, so sorry about the glare on things. I'm not taking them out of packaging today. I'm just, we'll go from there. What else do I have? I've got a pile around me. I took the time, I was in the mood to sew, so I made a couple of the snap trays. So this is the one for that matches my Christmas Village bag, or project folder, because it's in this project folder, which has that print on the inside. This was, it's a Christmas line I do from like last year or the year before that I found fat quarters of, and I absolutely love it. It's Christmassy without being overly Christmassy. So, yeah, all my Christmas Village sits into there. I made a tray so that I've got like 4 or 5 of them, so they all match whichever project bag they go with, because everything needs to match in my head. Planner. I want to say these are printed on the bottom. I know I want to say Naptime Stitcher on Instagram posted, she started an Etsy shop and was doing a new planner. So I took a look. I actually like how hers is laid out, because like I've tried stitching cabin coves last year, and then the 24 hours of cross stitch, Jen Lee's Quirks and Stitches planner for last year, and they were a little more than I needed. I just want something that has the monthly calendar, and I can write what my goal, what projects I finished in the month, when I worked on something, what I started, what I finished. So I downloaded hers. It wasn't I'm using my cover. This is a cover that I got off of Etsy. It's the Happy Planner big size, so I can fit a full 8x10 sheet of paper and just punch it for the, and then I picked up rainbow rings for it, because why not? And then I'd asked Athena Stitching Goddess Design, which is my shirt, if she could do this logo in a vinyl sticker, or vinyl logo for the front of it. So what this planner comes with, it's in like I've bought I think 4 packs now, because everything comes in pieces, so you can buy what you want. So I bought the calendar piece, or the planner piece, so you get, this is gonna glare, I didn't print out all of it, I just printed out what I needed in the order that I want. There's I know note sheets, there was another sheet like this for, yeah, but I wanted, so I've got the 2020 or 2023 year at a glance, so I have dates. I'm just going to show you January section. So like this is the January layout that I got. She's got 2 different ones. One's got plaid up here, and then this one is like the stitching. So and then you get the January, Hello January page. So this has got your to-do list, your goals for the month, your starts, your finishes, and then notes, which is what I wanted. And then it comes with a project tracker. I changed the layout of how I printed things out. She had the calendar after these 2 pages. I wanted the calendar before. So I just, when I printed it out double-sided, I just played around with how I printed pages out, and which is perfectly fine with me. That works. Like, February has floss on top. So it's, yeah, March has crossed it, more crossed it. It's different things, and what's nice is when you download, it's on Etsy, when you download it, it gets you by quarter, so you don't have to download the whole file, play with the whole thing at once. You can print whichever pages you want. I'm just trying to find, I've put, okay. The other set that I'd asked her if, like when I downloaded the calendar, I'd asked if she had a whip tracker. Because she's got other pages, like stash pages. There's a stash bundle which I don't want. Probably at some point I'll get, but I have other pages from my 24 Hours of Cross Stitch planner from last year that has all that information. I'm not reprinting it or rewriting it. Was a whip tracker, because I want to update my whip tracker and get better at keeping track of this stuff. I want to get my whips down. I will do probably a whip parade some point second week of January. I'm off. I might do a live for my birthday on the 9th. I don't know, depending on what our plans are for that week. I'll see. But I messaged her on Instagram a whip tracker. She goes, I'm working on it. What would you like to see? And it's like, okay. So like her inventory pages has, like, because you can see what they look like on our Etsy listing. It would have the pattern, the designer, the series it's from, and the number in the series. It's like, I like that information because a lot of what I stitch is part of series. And then like my start date, my end date. Fabric doesn't matter because I know most of it's 18 count, whatever. I can figure that out. So she came out with the whip tracker pages yesterday, but she also, part of your whip tracker pages, you got a cross stitch project planner. So the whip pages is just, it's printed landscape. So you get the whip tracker. So you get the pattern, the designer, the series, the number in the series, where it's located, and start and finish. So you can put down which project bag or where you have it stored, so you can find it, which I love. And then I haven't filled these out yet because I gotta finish printing backside because I'm doing everything double-sided. Is the cross stitch planner. So this will go into my planner after my whip tracker. Each of these will be filled out in the order that it's on my whip tracker, so I can find these easy. But this has like pattern, designer start date, your stitch count, your fabric count, fabric type, size, fabric color, maker, your floss list, your notes, storage, which project bag it is, and then if you have finishing plans, which is nice because I'll have finishing plans, and then like before I even start stitching, I'll have a finishing plan. I've actually got, that just reminds me, I did have another fully finished object let me find the picture. Actually, we'll finish this and then I'll find the picture. Because I finished my Christmas small for Stacy Stitch's Creative Studios Christmas ornament exchange. And I sent, mine went to, my partner was Crystal Rowe, and I had the idea of what I wanted to, actually, what I wanted to finish it. I stitched "'Tis the Season" by Shannon Christie, and then finished it in a advent box that I found on Amazon. I got the idea from Evelyn across the pond last year, and then I wanted to finish something that way, but we will get to that in a second. We'll go. The other thing that I picked up from Naptime Stitcher, Kate, was she has these lovely sheets that are seasonal and holiday. I've got both sets. So you can write down what you want to stitch or planning to stitch for each. I'm using it as stitch each season. So like these are everything that's in each of my seasonal project folders. As I add more pieces to it, I'll add more things to the list because and then she also, like, she's got two versions of this. I've got the classic one, I think is what she calls it, but there's also one that has like little trucks up here. So like winter, this is the winter, spring, summer, and fall, and then she's got holiday stitching plans. So like each of the holidays, she what's also nice is about this is she's got years, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day, or St. Patrick's Day, Easter, 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, a Hanukkah sheet, and then a Christmas sheet. I've only filled out the Christmas one so far because this is what's in my Christmas bag to work on, because these match my seasonal, we'll put it that way, because Christmas is a season for me. So that's the planner stuff I got from Naptime Stitcher. I will post her Etsy shop down below. But yeah, they're reasonable. I know this pack was $3. The holiday sheet was probably, I think, $5. I don't remember what I paid for the planner pages, but like I know the seasonal was like $3. But yeah, I think it's Naptime Stitcher. If it's not, I'm sorry, Kate. It's an early morning. Okay. It's not a great picture, but I will show you guys the picture because that I gotta turn my brightness up. And this is the picture. Oh, you can see the ring light. I'm trying not to. Nope, it's not gonna work. But yeah, this is the picture that I've got that Crystal sent me. So you're gonna get the glare from the ring light. I'm sorry, but so I stitched. So I stitched the "'Tis the Season" on the, it was 16 count raven, I think, and then I backed it with some gnome fabric, painted everything pink, and then put painted numbers in silver on the drawers, filled the drawers, and then the back here, the around is actually, there's a glitter top coat to it. So yeah, because I forgot to take a picture before I sent it, so that's the only picture I've got. But she showed it off on, Crystal showed it off on her floss tube, Crystal Row, like her last episode. So I'm glad she loves it. I can't wait for her to start opening the boxes. I'd gone through and filled into the boxes with floss. There's a little bit of there's a bunch of different brands in there because I was having fun going with her colors and what colors I liked, and yeah, so she's got that to open. So there's that. Okay, and the last thing I've got you is a bunch of stuff that I've got from Be Stitch Me. I've got the October fabric of the month, some fabrics that I got from her Friday night fight night, and then I've got the coffee deluxe box, which I am so happy I did the deluxe. I was debating on just doing the floss and fabric, but I'm glad I did upgrade it a little bit. Yeah, so let's get started with that. I get both the Stitch Me's floss and fabric of the month, so I got, this is the October, so everybody's probably already got it. So I've got Light Roast, Brick, Pumpkin, Tuscan, and Allspice. Yeah, this is the Harvest Pack is what she called it, which is nice. They're nice fall colors. And then the fabric, I do her colored club, so the fabric I got was Whimsical, and I get 18 count, so it's pretty close to that color. So it's a nice purpley blue color. So that was the October fabric of the month. And then from Friday Night Fight Night, I just happened to be on Facebook when she posted. I think I was off that Friday or something, or I was already home. So I was able to participate in it and get 2 pieces of fabric. One is this gorgeous purple. Yeah, it's showing up like that. It's 18 count. I don't know what's going on this, but it's probably going to be something Halloween or something. I love it. Fold it back up. I got, you can sort of, this piece of shimmer. It's 18 count again, but this is her opal. I'm trying to get the sparkles because it's, right there. It sparkles. And then, excuse me, and then I won one of her giveaways for a piece of 16 count beehive. It's opal, so there's that. And then the coffee box. I've looked at all this and just shoved it back in the box because it needed to stay there until I filmed. So it came with a coffee mug, one of the steel insulated ones that keeps things hot for I think 6 hours, and then cold for 24. And it's dishwasher safe, which is always good because, yeah. So, new coffee cup. That's always good. And then there was a scissor fob with a coffee cup, which is always good. I've got a Frogger, which always comes in handy with a coffee cup. This is actually my first Frogger. So, and then it came with a needle minder that says delicious coffee. And then this one will come in handy when I do beading. I think I've got a couple projects that I'm going to add beads to. I know a couple of my seasonal ones I might add beads to. So it's got coffee beans and then a coffee bean hanging off of it, and then this is sticky, so it holds your beads. And it just comes with like this wax papery film over it, so it actually stays sticky. So there was that. You got chocolate covered espresso beans. A bag of Fable ground coffee in Poseidon. It's flavored. Ocean Breeze. This will probably end up being a gift for somebody because I'm not a big flavored coffee person. But her list of what's in the box actually looks like a coffee menu, so which was fun. And then it came with an Autumn Lane pattern, which says coffee please, or falling leaves and coffee please. And then you've got the silks to stitch it with. So there's cocoa, caramel, espresso. I've got some of these already. Bone, which is a nice white. Little Fox, which is, I like that orange. Cold Foam. Shortbread. Biscotti. And Java the Hutt. Java Hut, which is blowing out a little bit. It's a little more variegated. But, so those are the flosses for the pattern. And then the fabrics. I got just 1/8 of a fat 8s because, yeah, I didn't think I needed a fat half or fat quarter of fabrics, but now I wish, after seeing them, I wish I did the full quarter, but I can always buy them out of her shop. The first one is Cold Foam, and yes, it's actually, that is the right color. It's like a nice grungy piece. And then these are 18 count. Macchiato, which is the called for color for fall leaves. cappuccino. It's a little darker than that, but it's still a nice dark. And then Coffee Club, which is a dark brown. I like it. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but it's good to have a good fabric stash, and I'll figure something out for them. So yeah, that is about everything I've got sitting here. Yeah, so I will be back with you guys on the 1st for my Advents. So I've got, like I said, before I got the the Forbidden Fiber Co. Holiday Express. I know that's a pattern with floss. I'm going to try and keep up with that in December. We'll see. I've got my mini 5-gram mini sets to open. Well, I'm thinking of it because my mind is a squirrel this morning. Haven't had enough coffee. This is my first cup. So, my Holiday Express box is 18 count. I think opal is what I did this time. So, because Christmas sees the sparkle. So yeah, I know I've got a couple more things coming in the mail. I got the You're in the Woods reindeer. It's over in its home. Ooh, I wonder. I gotta see something. Actually, maybe. I'm wondering if this fat 8th is big enough to do the 3 You're in the Woods fall. If not, I might have to find something else, because I want to get those started, because next year I really want to do a no new starts ish. I'm allowing myself to start things if they're the next in a series. So like my You're in the Woods. If I start, that's one series, even though it's different patterns. I've got those going. I've got up to the bear started. So I'm allowing myself to start the next one of those. My Hometown Holidays, my Christmas Village, that I'm considering that one. I consider that one big piece, even though they're different patterns, different series. If I can start myself the next one in the series, I've got 3 Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery styles going. I've got 2 of the Cozy Cafe going that literally they just need the last 2 cups added to them. I've got the Under the Sea style going. My seasonal ones, if they're all, I'm considering each of these a series. Like, the other caveat is if it's already kitted up in one of my seasonal folders, I'm allowed to start those each season, because there's certain ones that I want to get done each season. Like my Hello Spring, I want to stitch on the first day of spring. And then I'm throwing around what I want to do for and then like I'm allowing myself my birthday start. that is the only start that isn't, that I've got planned, because I'm not doing a new year, new start, because I really want to get my whips down. But I might do, I've got to figure out, I might just do a birthday sal and anything, I'm thinking anything coffee, princess, pink, stitch on that for, have people stitch on that for a day. A lot of us have something in their stash that counts for that, or even a house, because I absolutely enjoy stitching houses. I know a lot of people don't, but that's me. So I will figure that out in the next month, but I should I should go clean up this lovely mess that I've made, so we can get going with errands and everything else today. And then I want to get at least my Christmas lights up, because I'll do icicle lights around this window, and then there's a window here that they on the inside. I don't do lights on the outside because I don't have any outlets on the outside, and I'm not running an extension cord out a window because it's too friggin' cold. Even though this week is supposed to be 50 here, we've had 20s, 30s. We've had snow. I posted that picture on my Instagram last week or the week before. I'm ready for snow. I'm ready for Christmas. Yeah, so I hope everybody's has the good rest of November. I will see you guys on the 1st. Bye.